Hello, so we are going to be making the Cassidy Bell Romper by Retro Sparkle Design. So what you're going to need is one main and one liner, two fronts and two backs for the bottoms, four strap pieces, the ruffle, and the back piece. We're going to start with the four strap pieces. You're going to put them right sides together and clip along the long edge. Now that we have the long sides clipped, we're going to take it to your serger or your sewing machine and sew along the clipped line. So now we are done sewing the edges. Now we're going to move on to our front. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take our main piece and our liner and put them right sides together. And pin right here. Now that we have the sides and the neck clipped, we are going to take it to your serger or sewing machine and sew. Now that we have sewn the sides and the neck, we are going to insert the strap pieces in between here. Now we will add the strap pieces to the shoulder openings. Now that the strap pieces are inserted into the shoulder openings, we're going to clip and sew the opening. Now that you have sewn closed the shoulder, you're going to bring everything right sides out. We have turned it right sides out. We are going to cross it over and add the lining and pin in place. And now we are also going to go ahead and add the main piece. And line that up and make sure everything is clipped. Now that we have clipped the bottom piece, you can go to your serger or sewing machine and sew that. We have sewn the strap back piece together. Now we are going to open up the front and back and fold them right sides together. Now that we have clipped the sides together, we're going to take it to our serger and sew the sides. Now that our side pieces are sewn, get our bottom pieces and we're going to do them right sides together and clip and sew the crotch pieces. And now we're going to take it to our serger and sew. Now that the front and back are sewn, we are going to open them up and clip the sides. Now that we have our sides clipped and our crotch clipped, we will now take it to your serger or your sewing machine and sew those up. Now that the sides and the crotch is sewn up, we are going to move on to the ruffle piece. So you're going to take it to your serger or sewing machine and you are going to gather the top pieces. Now that we have gathered the top pieces, we are going to put them right sides together and clip the sides. Now we're going to take it to your serger or your sewing machine and sew the sides. We have sewn the sides pieces. We are going to connect the bells to the pants. We're going to do right sides together, so we're going to flip and make sure you connect the side seam. And you're going to go and clip all the way around. Now that we have clipped together the bells to the main bottom, we're going to take it to your serger or sewing machine and sew that together. Now that we have sewn these together, we're going to turn them inside out. And we are going to move on to our top piece. But we have our top piece right sides out. We are going to insert it inside of this part. And I like to connect the side seams first. To line it up properly. You have the side pieces pinned. You're going to go around and pin all the way around. Now that we have pinned all the way around, we're going to take it to your serger or sewing machine and sew all the way around where the pins are. Now that we have sewn that piece, we can go ahead and take it out. And what we're going to do now is clip and hem the bottom piece. Now that I have clipped the bottom to hem, you can take it to your cover stitch or your sewing machine and hem the bottom. Now, since we have hemmed the bottoms, we can turn it right sides out and see the finished product. Now you have the finishing product of the Cassidy Bells romper version and the strappy back version.